Good morning, Rockets fans. Today we're going to be talking about yesterday's game, Rockets versus the Mavericks. We are in the midst of a huge losing streak, but there were some good things that we can definitely build off of in this last game. Let's get right into it. There's a new monster in Texas, man. Anthony Davis, like I was saying, man, I think that Dallas definitely won this trade. It's going to be scary, man, when we got to play these guys, but I think that we found something that's good. It was a snowball effect because we don't have some of our taller players. Jabari Smith Jr. missed him in the first half for sure. Finally, we decided to go big. Steven Adams and Alfred Şengün, and then we started to pick it up. But, there's the age-old saying, you can't teach height. And, that was in full effect. Anthony Davis definitely did his thing. And if they make it to the second round, I'm sure that the Dallas fans will forgive the GM for making that trade. Second round, deep playoff run. Things are tight in Dallas right now, but that's what GMs are there for, is to make tough decisions. And if you're able to make them and the team to get better, which it seems like they definitely sure enough did on the defensive end, that's why they make the big dollars. That's why they make the big bucks. And then on top of that, they got a shooter in Max Christie, and then they got a first-round draft pick. So time will only tell. Second quarter, shout out to Jalen Green, bringing the offense when nothing was falling for us. In this play here, you're going to see Jalen Green make 2 back-to-back shots. First of them was a layup, and the second one was a pick-and-roll 3. This is what you're going to see here. Jalen Green had a good game. Although we had a bad games, there's certain players that are going to play good, if not great, when we're struggling. So shout out to Jalen Green for being the catalyst that started to bring us back into the game. Third quarter, I love the fight that we showed getting back into the game. It all came from going big. We had a small lineup to start the game, and I'm sure that we knew the starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks, man. They had Anthony Davis at the 4, and his last name is Gabbard, I want to say, at the 5. And both of those guys are huge, and we're running a small lineup. It was a recipe for disaster. But, that goes to the credit of the coaching staff, man, in order to make adjustments on the fly. And we were able to get back into the game once we started running big, once we were able to get Alfred Şengün off of Anthony Davis because, he's frustrating on the defensive end. Some adjustments that we can make in the fourth quarter, we got to keep it high here. Use your advantages to your benefit. We're running a fast break, and what I mean by advantages is we had 2 of the most athletic players in all of the NBA running the fast break. Kyrie made his decision. It seemed like you had a layup there, Jalen. And instead of making the chest pass or the bounce pass, it's either a lob over the top or you're getting a layup. So that takes us right into what's for the birds. It's defensive rotations and the fast break. And in the fourth quarter, we should have gone to the big lineup a lot sooner because once we started to make a run, I think we went on a 10-2, 10-1 run early in the fourth quarter. I think that we should have gone back to what's working after that. We gone that run, start to slow down, put the big lineup in, and we have more time in order to take that counter blow that the Dallas Mavericks were inevitably going to make, and then we get into our things. So, player of the game, Jalen Green, again, was scoring at a high clip, high level, making great basketball decisions. And this highlight here is just the cherry on top, man. Shout out to Jalen Green, playing consistently, playing well, even when the team is having a bad game. Next game is today against the Toronto Raptors. Guys, we got to get back into the win column. We got to get back into the win column. And on a side note, Super Bowl today. Man, I love both of the quarterbacks for the Chiefs and for the Eagles. Both of these guys are from Texas. So they both, got a special place in my heart. And I guess I got no horse in the race, man. Only horse in the race is I'm just hoping that either the Chiefs get that three-peat or I'm able to see my guy Jalen Hurts get his ring along with Saquon Barkley. So let's just make it a good game. And, all the turnout that happens, hopefully, everybody wins in terms of cementing something onto their resume, cementing something onto their legacy. So, see y'all guys after today's game with the Toronto Raptors. Let's do it, y'all. Let's get back into the win column. Peace. I'm famous. Ooh, I'm famous.